let's move on to next set of things that people do wrong, don'ts. Uh, Many similar things to non-Muslims. Uh, Lighting candles and decorating it. You know, they love the people who died, so they want to make it beautiful, nice, just not abandon it. So they come up with these new ideas. It's all non-Muslims' way of doing it. It's very common in this country. And also touching and kissing the grave. Oh, this was a pious scholar, pious predecessor. If I just touch his grave, I'll get some barakah at least, and I'll take it. I'm a sinful person. These are all innovations, and it can even lead to shirk. People have that problem, then it's very serious. And making frequent visitation. People go very, very often, maybe like after every salah or so, after every prayer. They make it too much. Such frequent visitations is wrong. Again, there's a hadith. Prophet Muhammad forbade us from visiting it very, very frequently. We should visit every now and then, but not like every regular period of time. And seasonal visitation, same thing. But what people do is that they fix a day. Hey, I'm going to go every Friday. I'm going to go every Eid day. I'm going to go on 15th of Shaban. I'm going to go on Ashura. They make, these days are, of course, some of them are very blessed days, but you can't fix it. Visiting graveyards, the main purpose is that we get benefited. It's open throughout the year. It's not like we only should get benefited on the day of Eid. No, it should be open. Don't fix it. Because when you fix something, you need a proof. You cannot just fix like that. Some people do 3rd day, 7th day, 40th day of burial. You need proof. There's no such proof, so you cannot do that. There's no authentic hadith at all. Some people make fabricated hadith, you should visit 40th day. It's no hadith, so we cannot follow it. And traveling specifically for a grave. You see, when we make dua to a grave, when we go inside the graveyard, it's like a form of worship that you are praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we say worship, there is something that Prophet Muhammad told us about that. You cannot travel for the sake of worshipping to a distant place unless he gave exceptions. He said, verily travel may only be made to 3 masjids. He's talking about worshipping. Masjid al-Kaaba, and my masjid, that is Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, and Masjid Aliyah in Palestine. That's from Sahih Muslim. So, but you can visit, of course, your relatives, any other person, but that's not worshipping, right? So, but when it comes to worshipping, visiting graveyards is not allowed. You see here, why is Prophet Muhammad saying that? Because he wants to cut the roots here, because things slowly we will see how shaitan plays with it and makes people cross boundaries. So he cut he stopped people. He said that no, you can't just travel just for visiting graves like that. And again, same thing again and again repeats. Even when people visit, they give adhan, iqama, Allah's barakah will come in the graveyard. No such evidence at all. You cannot make that. And reciting Quran. This is important one. Why can't we recite Quran in graveyard? It's not that the scholars just come up say, hey, we don't like this, so you cannot recite Quran. No, they always have evidence with them. Why do we say is reciting Quran is not allowed? Because a hadith from Sahih Muslim. Listen to this hadith carefully. The Prophet Muhammad said, do not turn your houses into graveyards, because shaitan runs away from a house in which surah is recited? Remember? Surah Al-Baqarah. In whichever house Surah Al-Baqarah is recited, shaitan does not stay there, he runs away. So what's the evidence in there? So he mentioned the word graveyard there, because he basically saying graveyard is a place where Quran is not recited. That's why you're making your house like a graveyard and you're not reciting Quran. So that's the evidence scholar given. When people generally go there, they before reciting this dua, they recite probably Surah Al-Fatiha or Surah Al-Yasin. They have good intention, but we can't go against this command of Prophet Muhammad not to recite Quran. It's not a place of reciting Quran. You can make as many du'as as you want, but since Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us not to do that, we cannot. And it's all imams, 4 imams again, Imam Hanafi, Shafi, Hanbali, Maliki, they all disliked reciting Quran in the graves. No controversy there. Some people bring up this weak hadith. If it's weak, we don't follow it. That's it. No fabricated hadith, no room for it. In matters of worship, especially graves, you have to be very careful. If anybody says your hadith, I have it, what's the strength of this hadith? Just now, hadith is not sufficient. You have to know what the status of that hadith is. Is it fabricated? Is it weak? Alright. Praying at a specific grave, you go to a grave and start praying your fard or nawafil prayers. That's wrong. It's not accepted. Again, we mentioned so many times this hadith that it's not allowed. Same thing. But there's one exception here. Praying at the specific grave, one kind of prayer is allowed. Which prayer is that? Very good. Janazah prayer. If somebody was not able to attend the janazah prayer, we mentioned so many ahadith that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ himself went to that particular grave and he led Sahaba many times on that particular grave. So that is allowed. But as you know, janazah prayer doesn't have sajda, ruku. Salatul janazah is a prayer. It's a prayer. You fold your. You are probably not there. Yeah, there's you make salam as well in that dua. Yeah, we covered this, inshallah. And also, praying among the grave is also not allowed. That is graves all around you, and you just start praying. May all pious saints here is Jannatul Baqi, this and that. I'll pray. It's very good for me. No, we have hadith again. We mentioned it last time, so I will not cover here. And facing graves in the prayer. Facing graves in prayer. Obviously, everybody faces Qibla, but sometimes what happens is that they want to they think that they'll get special blessings, so they will align themselves in such a way that the grave is in front of them. And it's a straightforward hadith from Sahih Muslim that you can't face a grave in your prayer. But if some people are thinking, I want to respect this person by facing this grave, they are actually crossing the boundaries. They are not. It's a shirk. Can't pay respect like that, sajda to somebody. It's not in our sharia. Some people say, look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told angels to make sujood to Adam, so why not we pay a respect to this? Every sharia is different. Prophet Muhammad mentioned so many times to us, in his sharia, it is not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. You cannot make sajda to any person, any grave. And making loud dhikr in place of grave is not allowed. If people are in the grave, after burial, people can make congregational dua, that's fine. But making having halaqa there, making dhikr, sitting down around the grave, that's not right. And slaughtering animals to people, they want to give special blessing to the dead. Actually, if we want to benefit a dead person, our beloved one, there are few things by which they get benefited. What are those things? We have a whole slide for it. It's a very good chapter. We will wait for that time. There are a few things, there are a list of things the scholar mentioned. We will cover them, but there are many things people come up with, say, you know what, this thing also benefits the dead. But we say, if you don't have proof, you cannot say it benefits, because you cannot guarantee things like that. These are the matters of ghaib, unseen. So you need to have a proof.